Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. See in that last class what we done in vectors. I think almost all we done completed that, but I told you for J point of view. It's correct. Just you can write only one problem. You can write now, and then we'll start 3D. Right now, if A comma B comma C are three vectors, all of you can write. If A, B, and C are are three vectors, three vectors with magnitudes 3 comma 4 and 5 respectively. With magnitudes, the means the magnitude of A is equal to 3, the magnitude of B is equal to 4, the magnitude of C equal to 5. With the magnitudes 3 comma 4 and 5 respectively, and each one of them and each one of them and each one of them is each one of them being perpendicular to some of the other two. Okay, each one of them being perpendicular to some of the other two, comma, find find A plus B plus C equal to how much? Find the magnitude of A plus B plus C. We need to find that. This is the one of the important question already in IIT as well as in CBSE board also they're asking examination. Previous that. Here now A comma B comma C are the three vectors here. The three vectors with magnitudes 3 comma 4 and 5 respectively, and each one of them means A is perpendicular to the sum of the other two, and B is perpendicular to the sum of the other two, and C is perpendicular to the sum of the other two. Okay, so based on these conditions, and we need to find here now A plus B plus C is equal to how much? A plus B plus C equal to how much? We need to find that. We need to find. So it's very easy only. Okay. So first you can write now.
Where should we use that formula A
Yes,
square
that formulas
plus
only. That formulas. That's why yesterday I gave the formulas to you. Okay. That formulas only can utilize that. Because anyhow, this is where required means we know the formula A plus B plus C whole square equal to A square plus B square plus C square plus 2 into AB plus BC plus CA. The same thing we're utilizing here also. Okay. So according to problem, first you can take here now. Anyhow, they given very clearly the three numbers is given now. Remember that. So according to problem, what I told here now, the sum of the two, okay, vectors is perpendicular to the other it is. So you can take clearly that suppose if taken A means A is perpendicular to the sum of B plus C. Is correct? Sum of B plus C. And B is perpendicular to sum of A plus C. Sum of A plus C. We know that one. And C is perpendicular to sum of A and B. This is the condition. And based on that, you can take here. If these two are the perpendicular means, then what is the condition we have? The dot product equal to 0. So we know very well that one. So A dot, so B plus C. A dot B plus C is equal to 0. We know that. You can apply the distributive law. A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. So clearly you can write now A dot B plus A dot C is equal to 0. Equation number 1 you can take. Equation number 1. Similarly, you can take this also now. This is the clearly you can write now B dot A plus C is equal to 0. We know that by using distributive law, B dot A plus B dot C also equal to 0. It is equation number 2 you can take. Equation number 2. And similarly, you can take third one also. The two are perpendicular means C dot and A plus B is equal to 0. You can write now C dot A plus C dot B equal to 0. It is equation number 3 you can take. Equation number 3. Now simply just first you can add all the three values you can add now. 1 plus 2 plus 3 you can take. 1 plus 2 plus 3. So when you are adding the all three here now, once observe that here also A dot B is there, here also A dot B is there now. Because A into B equal to B into A, the value will be same. I mean, two terms we have. A into C and C into A also we have. The same B into C and C into B also are there now. So clearly can write now, these all those things. 2 into A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A is equal to, clearly we got now 0. This also required to us. This is if you want you can take equation number 4 also you can take here now. Now we require the value of this one is required. So therefore you can write now A plus B plus C whole square is equal to, we know the formula. Okay, A square plus B square plus C square plus 2 into A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. C dot A. This is the formula we know very well that. Now all the values you can substitute in there. A equal to, we got now 3. So you can write 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square plus, from the fourth equation clearly this value equal to 0. You can write 0 only. 3 square means 9 plus 16 plus 25. And sum of these all the values equal to 50. 50. So this value we require now only A plus B plus C only required. The whole square you can transfer that side now. So therefore clearly you can write A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C is equal to root of 50. Root 50 equal to, you can write now 5 root 2. Root 50 equal to 5 root 2 units. This is the value of that, and it's more important to you. Remember that. By using yesterday what I gave formulas to you, that formulas means algebraic formulas only. Okay. Finish. Now just once you can check it is the vector chapter. We covered all the concepts, or still any concept is pending. I'll give the 2 minutes time to you. Then 2 minutes. Once you go through the vector chapter, then after deleted the portion, the remaining portion once you can check it. We covered all the concepts, or still anything is pending. Likita, once you can check it.
Yes, sir, checking.
Verify it once. The same with 3D also. Once open one side that file, understood. Just we'll cross check one by one. Do all the concepts in 3D also. We'll do later that. Anyhow, it the vectors no pending means then we'll start the 3D only. Kushi also once we verified. Kushi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, once you also verify it.
Yes, sir.
Ah.
Sir, I think we covered everything, sir.
Yes. Because the syllabus nothing is given. First, I think it is the types of vectors. Is correct? Types of vectors and everything I gave the very clearly all definitions I gave. Next one magnitude also they given. That also be done. Finding the magnitude and sum of two vectors and the product of two vectors. Is correct. So almost whatever the given portion for this examination, everything we done, and even we done more than that also. And finding the angle between the vectors also we done. Is correct. And unit vector and everything. Okay. So now once you come to the 3D, once you come to the 3D now, 3D, what is the first concept? We'll do one more time. In 3D also, just to tell me the concepts. This is just you can think like it is the revision as well as in class also. In 3D, what is the first concept? We'll do few more questions based on the first concept, and whatever is given, we'll do one more time that. See, in 3D, first introduction, in which so kids find that, see, the direction cosines and the direction ratios of a line equation line, the more important, and the equation of a line in space, second one, and third one, shortest distance between two lines and planities and coplanarity of two lines and distance between a point from a plane. They are the concepts we have. So first we will do that, then few questions one more time. Then how to find the direction cosines and direction ratios of a line we will do. Okay. See that concept now. It's very easy and a simple thing. But I gave very clear the formulas also I gave you. How to find the direction ratios or direction cosines of a vectors. Anyone? Anyone just please tell me that. It's like already I told you very clear that the direction cosine direction ratio means then what do you call that? We have to find the, if they given here now two models are there. If they give any angles, one thing, if they give any angles, then how to find the direction cosines? Here only meaning is there. Direction cosine means you can take directly. What is that? In terms of cos alpha, cos beta, and cos gamma. Cos alpha, cos beta, and cos gamma we call as direction cosines. Cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are called direction cosines. Should remember that. Cos alpha, cos beta, and cos gamma. These are direction cosines. But in this case, we need to find the direction cosines of the vectors. Means compulsory what is required now? The alpha, beta, and gamma are required. You know, alpha, beta, gamma are the three different angles. These are the angle between the axes. Angle between the axes. And the similarly, suppose we need to find this the direction cosines. Suppose we have to find the direction ratios. Direction ratios. In this case, then we have to find the value of n and value of m and value of n we need to find. These are the we call the direction ratios. Here what is the formula we have? A by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Okay. And here m is equal to b by root of a square plus b square plus c square. And n equal to c by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Okay. So these are the we call as direction ratios and direction cosines. The formulas you can remember that. Direction cosines. You know, we have to find cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Direction ratios. What is that? L, M, N. L equal to a by root of a square plus b square plus c square, and m equal to b by root of a square plus b square plus c square, and n equal to c by root of a square plus b square plus c square. And what is the meaning of a, b, c means? These are the coefficients of I, j, k. Okay, that is scalar components. The scalar components. Generally, if you take any vector form, in that you will get no scalar components, you will get and vector components. Suppose if you take the vector A is equal to, suppose I got AI plus BJ plus CK. This is the vector now. In this vector, A comma B comma C, these three we call as the scalar components. What is that? A comma B comma C are scalar components. Scalar components. Remember that one. Scalar components. In the similarly, suppose if you take in here now AI and Bj and Ck, these three are we call as the vector components. These are we call as a vector component. Sometimes they'll ask a question in examination for 1 mark. So they'll give the one vector it is and find the identify the vector components, or also what are the find vector components of a given vector, or find the scalar components of the given vector. It's very easy. In a given vector, whatever the given coefficients of I, j, k, these three numbers we call as the scalar components, and each and every term we call as the vector components. Okay, so from this only we are getting the value of a, b, c. A is the quotient of a, b is the quotient of j, c is the quotient of k here. Yes, all you can substitute in there now. We'll get direction ratios. If they give any angles, we'll get the direction cosines. Direction cosines. Okay, clear? Please respond. Clear now? Lakshmi? Lakshmi? Sharat?
Yes,
Clear?
sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Now just we will solve the few questions with the different models. We will do that, and based on that how to find the direction cosines and direction ratios. Okay, we will do that. Yes, right now one small question you can write. Right, find the direction cosines of find the direction cosines of find the direction cosines of direction cosines of line make angles line make angles line make angles 90 degrees, 105 degrees, 105 degrees, and 45 degrees, and 45 degrees with the x comma y and z axis respectively. Find the direction cosines of line makes angle 90 degrees, 105 degrees, comma 45 degrees with 45 degrees with x comma y and z axis respectively. X comma y comma z axis respectively. In this case now we need to find the direction cosines. We have to find now direction cosines. Directly just I told very clearly that one direction cosines here now. One is the cos alpha, one more thing is the cos beta, and cos gamma. These three are the we call as the direction cosines. Direction cosines. So whatever the given angles here now, these three angles are, one is the alpha and one is the beta and one is the gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma here. So alpha equal 90 can substitute in there now. Beta equal to 105 substituting here, and gamma equal to 45 can substitute in there. So what you get? Tell me now. It is equal to, you can write cos 90. Cos 90 equal to clearly
0.
0, and cos beta equal to cos 105 degrees. Cos 105 equal to cos 105. What is the value of cos
Sir,
105?
is it 1 by root 2?
Minus 1 by root 2 na?
Yes, sir.
This you can write now cos 180 minus 45 you can take. Correct? Oh, sorry.
Sir, 90 plus 45, sir.
90 plus 45. This is the 135 or 105 it is.
Sorry,
135. Yes, sorry. It is the 135 degrees. Okay. 135 degrees. Either 180 minus 45 or 90 plus 45. Both you can write now. Suppose if you take any either 90 plus theta or 180 minus theta, it belongs to the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, clearly the cos will be negative. The cos is negative. So what you get this value clearly? This is the minus cos 45 degrees. Minus cos 45 equal to minus 1 by root 2. Minus 1 by root 2, second one. And third one, cos gamma. Gamma equal to 45, directly can write now. Cos 45 degrees. Cos 45 equal to clearly 1 by root 2. So 0 comma minus 1 by root 2 comma 1 by root 2 are called the direction cosines of the line it is. That will write clearly that. So therefore 0 comma minus 1 by root 2 comma 1 by root 2 are direction cosines. Okay, there are for 2 marks questions. Very easy and simple thing. they give any angles directly, you can take cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, or the direction cosines, or direction cosines. Similarly, just I'll give the one problem, just you can try yourself. That angles 90, 60, and 30. The second question 90, 60, and 30. 60 and 30 degrees. Find the direction cosines, the line. That is, you can do yourself that. This is the one of the model. And second one, direction cosine means compulsory they need to give the here now. What is that? The angles only. Alpha, beta, gamma are the compulsory, but this is also called as we'll take here now the value of L, M, and N also will take, but don't get any confusion. Suppose they given the angles alpha, beta, gamma is given, and find the values of L, M, N. They directly. Okay. Cos alpha is called L, and cos beta is M, and cos gamma is N value. Okay. And second model. Right now, write the direction ratios of direction ratios of the vector I plus 2j plus 3k, I plus 2j plus 3k, I plus 2j plus 3k, and hence calculate its direction cosines, and hence calculate its direction cosines. Direction cosines is the question. Write to direction ratios of the vector I plus 2j plus 3k, and hence calculate its direction cosines. Calculate its direction cosines. Here are the same thing only. Already starting I gave the formulas to you. And what are the direction ratios here now? We have to find the value of L, M, N. L equal to, we know that a by root of a square plus b square plus c square, and m equal to b by root of a square plus b square plus c square, and c equal to, okay, again same thing, n equal to
Sir,
c by
it
root
will
of.
be, sir, will it be 1 by root 14, 2 by root 14, and 3
Yes.
by root 14,
Okay,
sir?
the three are the we call as the direction ratios. And what is the meaning of L? Cos alpha only. What is the meaning of M? Cos beta. What is the meaning of N here now? Cos gamma. The three just you can equate to the all different angles also. So first you can find out clearly that. First you can write given vector. So what is the given vector here? Given vector I plus 2j, I plus 2j plus 3k. So first you can find the values of a comma b comma c. Then how to find a b c means, if you want, this is the compare with ai plus bj plus 3k, means ck also you can take. So clearly you can write now the value of a equal to 1, the value of b equal to 2, and the value of c equal to 3. Now find the direction ratios. Therefore the direction ratios are the value of L is equal to, or the value of L equal to a by root of a square plus b square plus c square. So the value of a equal to 1 by root of a square means 1 plus 2 square means 4 plus 3 square means 9. It is equal to 1 by root of 14. 1 by root 14. Next, the value of m equal to, same formula you can write now, b by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Clear the value of b equal to 2. So 2 by root of 14. The value of n equal to, you can write now, c by root of a square plus b square plus c square. It is equal to, you can write now, t by root of 14. So L, M, N, these three we call as a direction ratios. Now still they're asking question here now, and hence calculate its direction cosines. So we have to find the direction cosine means, then what we need to do that? Immediately can find now cos alpha, cos beta. That means you can find that alpha, beta, gamma. Take it. So therefore, direction, if you want to write now, direction cosines, or you can write cos alpha is equal to, what is the first value? 1 by root of 14. That implies alpha is equal to cos inverse of 1 by root of 14, one thing. And second one, cos beta is equal to 2 by root of 14. That implies the beta equal to, okay, cos inverse of 2 by root of 14. 2 by root of 14. Next one, you can write now cos gamma. Cos gamma is equal to, you can write now 3 by root of 14. That implies gamma is equal to cos inverse of 3 by root of 14. But generally the same values only we will take here now. The same values only we will take. This is enough up to here now. But actually this is also no need to take this value. But suppose sometimes there are some questions here now, and find the angle between the lines, or find the angle between the axes. Then you can continue that. Here also you can write now. And hence calculate its direction cosines and angle between axes. Angle between axes. Okay. Generally these two values will take here. Now this is only cos alpha, and this is only cos beta, and this is only we can write now cos gamma. Then the angle between the axis equal to alpha, beta, gamma. Find the alpha, beta, gamma here. Okay, clearly. Find it. Okay, only direction cosine means, but no need to find alpha, beta, gamma. Just to find only L, M, N. It's enough. You can stop the procedure. That means up to here only it's enough. Angle between the axes. Then you can find all the three also. Alpha, beta, gamma also you can find it. Now these questions you can try yourself. I am not solving that. You can try yourself that. Suppose this is the, you can take here now A means and B. I'll give the only a vector. Find the direction cosines of, find direction cosines of the vector r bar is equal to, means vector r equal to 2i minus 3j plus 2k plus 2k. One thing. And C, r is equal to, here also same, find the direction cosine only, I plus j minus 2k minus 2k. Next one. Now sometimes they'll give the point here now. They'll give the point. If a line has, if a line has direction ratios ratios 2 comma minus 1 comma minus 2, minus 1 comma minus 2. Then what are the its direction? What are the its direction cosines? Okay, the three questions. Once you can try yourself that. But here also don't get any confusion. These three are the values of A, B, C. What is that? A, B, C here now. I think down it's not visible. Okay. Ah. Here 2 comma minus 1 comma minus 2. Now if your line has direction ratios 2 comma minus 1 comma minus 2. Value of A, value of B, value of C. The same procedure again. Find the value of L, M, N. But in these three questions they're asking here now, find the direction cosines only they're asking. Okay. But directly L, M, N you can find now. This L, M, N are called direction ratios as well as direction cosines. Direction cosine means we'll take here now cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. But anyhow cos alpha also what is the value we have? Root of the same formula only. They based on the vectors, and if they give any angles, then we'll take cos alpha, cos beta, and cos gamma we will take. Okay. Try now all of you. Just you can take it one time, I can solve that. And based on this last question number D, this model, if you want other question also you can take some other numbers. And E, your line has the direction ratios minus 18, comma 12, comma minus 4. Tell me anyone what is the first one answer? If anyone got the first one answer, this. Anyone? Chirag,
Yes, sir.
what is answer? B?
Sir, I'm solving.
Ah, yes. The direction
what-
causes and yes, tell me.
Sir, what is that minus 18, comma 12, comma minus 4?
Here also same. The last question. If your line has direction ratios minus 18, 12, comma minus 4, and find its direction cosines. Same thing directly can take. In this case, if they give the three values, this is the value of A, this is the value of B, this is the value of C, you can take. Okay. Same procedure again. Find the value of L, L, M, and N. These three only we call as the direction cosines. Yes, find it. These four questions. Try it off. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because same model. And two important theorems are there. The theorems of proofs also I'll give you. Remember that. Hello, sir. అవునా అదే సిలబస్ అయిపోయిందని చెప్పేస్తున్నారే సరే సరే ఎందుకంటే లేదు ఆయన వచ్చేసి ఏమైందంటే ఇప్పుడు చేంజ్ అయిపోయాడు ఆయన వచ్చేసి ఇక మ్యాథ్స్గా కన్వర్ట్ అయిపోయాడు. మరి అడిగితే వచ్చేసి కానీ అడిగేది సార్ అడిగితే సిలబస్ అయిపోయిందని చెప్పేసి అన్నారంట. కాలేదా? సరే నేను నోట్స్ ఎంత పంపిస్తాను. సార్ సార్ మీరు ఎప్పుడు చూసి చెప్పండి. నేను ఒక పీడిఎఫ్ అని పంపిస్తాను, కంప్యూటర్ ఫైనాన్స్ సిలబస్. దాని తర్వాత వెరిఫై చేయండి, మీరు పంపిస్తాను ఇప్పుడు నేను. Yes, anyone got the answer?
Sir, value of LMN or cos alpha?
Yes, LMN also called as cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma.
Sir, I'm getting 2 by root 17 cos alpha. Cos beta minus 3 by root 17.
Good. Next.
Cos gamma 2 by root 17.
Yes, good. Correct only. The next. Get to next one now.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, C1,
Cos
alpha is 1 by root 6.
Yes.
Beta's, cos beta is 1 by root 6.
Yes, good.
And cos gamma is minus 2 by root 6.
Yes, good. Very good. Next.
Sir, D1, cos alpha is 2 by 3. Cos beta is minus 1 by 3. And cos gamma is minus 2 by 3.
Yes, correct. Next.
So for E, L equal to minus 9 by 11. M is 6 by 11.
Good.
Minus 2 by 11.
Yes, very good. Okay, now I'll give the one small formula to you. Is until that just we are doing, if they given the only one single point, should remember that either one single vector or else if they give the single point, then we are finding the direction cosines. Is the first model. Okay, now just you can write one small note here now, the formula I can write. If they given either two vectors or else it is the 2 points, then how to find the direction cosines? How to find the direction cosines or direction ratios? Right now, note you can write. Note the direction ratios of line joining points, line joining points A x1 comma y1 comma z1 and B x2 comma y2 comma z2 x2 comma y2 comma z2 full stop. Then the direction ratios of AB, the direction ratios of AB are All of you should remember that x2 minus x1, comma, y2 minus y1, comma, z2 minus z1. Okay, simple formula. If they given 2 points, also nothing will happen. First, we have to convert it into one single point like previous. How to find the single point means x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, and z2 minus z1. So we'll get the 3 points we'll get. So after we got the 3 points, then you can follow the same procedure. Okay, this values we call as this is the value of A, this is the value of B, this is the value of C. Then you can take here now same formula you can apply as usual. Don't get any confusion. The previous one is together directly. That's what it mentions. They mention very clearly. If a line has direction ratios 2, minus 1, minus 2. Similarly, what are the direction ratios of line joining points? So based on these 2 points, so first we need to find the direction ratios. Then how to find means x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, and z2 minus z1. So after finding this the A, B, C values, you can find the direction cosines. So direction cosines L equal to A by root of A square plus B square plus C square, and M equal to B by root of A square plus B square plus C square, and N equal to C by root of A square plus B square plus C square. Okay. The same formulas you can apply. The second model based on the direction cosines and direction ratios. I'll give you one small example. Example 1. Find the direction cosines of line joining 2 points, line joining 2 points A 2 comma minus 3 comma 6 and B 3 comma minus 1 comma minus 6. Okay, direction cosines were required now. So first you can find the direction ratios. How to find this one? What is the formula we have? X2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Clearly this is the point x1 y1 z1 and x2 y2 and z2 here now. So first you can find clearly that the value of A equal to x2 minus x1. So 3 minus 2 equal to 1. And the value of B equal to y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1. So y2 equal to minus 1 and minus of minus 3 equal to plus 3 equal to 2 now. The value of C equal to z2 minus z1. z2 minus z1. So this is you can write now minus 6 equal to minus 12. Now find the direction cosines you can find now. So therefore the direction cosines are first you can write now the value of L is equal to or cos alpha equal to formula we know that A by root of A square plus B square plus C square. So the value of A equal to how much? 1 by root of 1 square plus 2 square plus minus 12 whole square. Now simplify that. 1 by square root of 1 plus 4 plus 144. It is the 1 by root of 149. 1 by root of 149 is the first one it is. Next, the similarly second one also you can find now. M equal to and cos beta is equal to cos beta. So same formula you can write now. B by root of A square plus B square plus C square is equal to the value of B equal to. So 2 by root of 149. Similarly, now we can find the value of N also you can find. So N equal to C by root of c by root of a square plus b square plus c square, and the value of c equal to minus 12. So minus 12 by root of 149. These three are the direction cosines. L value, M value, and N value. Okay. These three we call as the direction cosines. Clear now? Oh. Tejashwini?